joined today by Andrew Radonjic, Managing Director of Venture Minerals. Andrew, thanks for your time.
No, thank you. Good to talk again.
Touching firstly on Mount Lindsay, can you tell us what's the latest and what's exciting you about the project?
Well, the tin price is at record levels. That's one place to start. Now's the time, with the EV way it's going, that tin seems to have getting its time in the sun, like lithium and cobalt. So we're hopefully going to get a similar type of run up there. But also because Mount Lindsay's co-product is tungsten, and the federal government's has got money available to build these projects because of tungsten being a critical mineral. So we're back in there at Mount Lindsay, and we're redoing the feasibility study. We're going to go underground, so our focus is to produce ESG compliant tin.
What does that mean from a funding point of view, having ESG compliant tin?
Well, certainly a lot of talking to fund managers, especially internationally, but I suppose Australia is just starting to come to that point, is that's a big issue for their investors. And we've got hydropower going past, so that's no-brainer for us. We're going to go underground. We're going to do it anyway, reduce our footprint. And you can use battery electric-driven underground equipment. So we're going to use paste fill. We're going to leave no waste dump, no tails dam at the end of the operation. So these are things we're going to do anyway, David. So this is, we're very lucky. We almost unavoidably ESG.
And the plan from here for Mount Lindsay, what's the timeline of activity?
Well, we've withdrawn the open pit permit. So like I said, we've got the footprint down by more than 80%. So when we go back to the EPA, we've submitted our underground permit. They'll be going, obviously a much easier sell, if you like, and underground mines in Tasmania are much more of your norm, even though the Savage River open pit still is running today, but it's been going there for 50 years. But I look at probably a couple of years for that permit to be done. In the meantime, we'll update the study. We'll do some more met work on the simplified flow sheet, more gravity focus, and electrostatic separation of the tin and tungsten. And so they'll get completed around about at the same time. So in a couple of years' time, we've got all that done, and we're building the mine. It'll be a much smaller mine, 500,000 tonnes per annum. Around about an 8-year mine life is what we're looking. Capex will be, circa 50 million. So we'll be building this mine in 3 years' time, and hopefully turning the key on and producing tin, in late 2024.
And a bit closer to home, you've got an exciting joint venture with Chalice. How's that progressing?
Yeah, it's great having a $3.5 billion partner. That's now our share price got up to 16 cents in the middle of the year, which is $200 million market cap, and we're back down at 4.5 to 5 cents, and a big slab of that's because Chalice couldn't do any more EM work on our ground, so they've just come back onto the ground. They're finishing off that survey. So that's, stage one is to spend $300,000, which they should have done by yesterday. So we'll soon find out they've achieved that. And the results of that survey, which is, ground EM survey over airborne EM anomalies that are already known, we will deliver targets, and it's just a question of whether Chalice want to go to spend $900,000 by the end of July next year in order to get the 51%. Having said that, they'll need to get that done before the winter rains set in down the southwest of WA. So we look forward to them drilling those targets and generating a lot of news flow in the first half of 2022.
Like you say, the first half of 2022 is going to be busy. What are some of the highlights that investors should be focused on?
Well, besides obviously what's happening with the Chalice joint venture, we will be continuing to drill at Mount Lindsay, and the plan is to drill for new discoveries. We've had some success along strike from Renison. We don't think we'll get ore grades, but we're very close to something that could deliver ore grade mineralisation. We've got also likewise a very good result just along strike from Mount Lindsay. So here we've got 48 EM targets. We drilled the first two, got immediate success. So we really want to find another tin discovery, and we're the only ASX listed company out there drilling for a new tin discovery. So we announced 17 metres at 2% tin like we did at Big Wilson in 2012. That's equivalent as 8% copper because it's 4 times the price. So I think that will really spark interest in the project and also in the tin sector in Australia.
So you took a bit of a hit earlier in the year with the iron ore price coming off just as you were bringing an iron ore project into production. You hit pause, but you didn't hit stop.
That's correct. Look, we had contract staff, so we were able to sort of turn them on and off, reasonably easily. We only had a handful of our own people there, but at the moment we've got a couple on site, keeping things, doing the care and maintenance, and we're well positioned. We've got dirt on the ROM pad, ready to go, ready to go through the crusher. So, we can react quite quickly should the price change. And I think, once China sort of, all the issues with power and the Olympic Games, maybe towards the end of Q1 we could see the iron ore price return. Obviously, shipping's been a bit of an issue. That's also high cost there. But if the iron ore improves and the discount gets less, then we're well positioned to take advantage in a matter of weeks rather than months to turn the machines back on and produce the next shipment.
Right commodities, right time, a big period of exploration and development work underway. Exciting times ahead for Venture Minerals shareholders. Andrew, thanks for your time.
Thanks again, David.